Well, thank God eggnog season is over.
Fuck that.
I was going to ask you, do you have more eggnog?
I have a little bit left. It's in my dad's.
I'm rationing it out
He's
until
like,
next
literally.
He's
November.
like, it's frozen in my downstairs cellar. I don't know. You don't have one of those.
Yeah,
But, you know,
I
keep it.
fucking love eggnog.
This is the time of year where you have to freeze your eggnog and keep it good till the
Or
summertime.
throw it away.
Or throw it away.
No,
or
fuck
just
that.
leave it out and
Let it spoil.
Yeah, let it.
Let it
God,
turn
it's
into
so
cottage cheese.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's just so good. Whenever I drink it, my little brother told me, he's like, every time you take a sip, you go.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So you drink like a cat?
I didn't even notice. I'm like, oh, that must be me really tasting it, because that's the only thing that makes sense. But yeah,
I had a feeling I was going to come in here today and just like kick open, like I was going to knock on the door and nobody was going to answer. I was going to come in and Jordan was just going to be laying on the couch, just bottles of empty eggnog all over the floor. Just.
Yeah. But and we were just talking about alcohol, and you got to say about the Christopher Walken thing that you were saying. But
I already said it. I don't want to say it again.
oh, okay.
It's already happened.
Yeah, it's past.
Well, anyway,
You won't know what the hell we're talking about, Bell Nation, and guess what? Good. We don't want you to know what we were talking about before you joined us.
but yeah, I was just I'm a social drinker, like we were just talking about. Like, I'm not even fucking close. Like, it's the only time. I
Even
ever
when it
drink.
comes to eggnog?
But that's the
Because
funny
I've
thing.
seen
that's
eggnog,
a
I don't-
lonely
because
drink.
I've seen you be pretty antisocial on the eggnog.
No, but I'll drink eggnog like by itself, no alcohol.
Jordan
so like that's what's funny.
Jordan kicked me out of his house so he could drink eggnog. I was cutting into his eggnog time.
Yeah.
But hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, it's finally, it's finally here, 2021. Everybody's, really building up this year to be something great. So let's hope. Let's move forward.
Yeah, what a terrible expectation. I think the best expectation is no expectation, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's gonna be really good. I'm gonna try to make it as good as possible.
Exactly.
But I'm also not gonna be that down if it's just as shitty as 2020.
Listen, if worse comes to worse, every other Monday you're gonna hear a Taco Bell podcast from your boys. 2020.
Every other Friday, sir. Every other
Oh,
Friday.
Fucking! You're gonna have to edit this out. Every other Friday. I don't even know what day our show is on anymore. Shows you what a whirlwind of a year it's been. But Taco Bell's no stranger, I think, to change. Like, as far as kind of moving forward and being inspired, I feel like, Taco Bell has made so many changes throughout the years in their image and the way that they market themselves that I think they're a pretty good symbol of what it means to move forward and to evolve. So that's what I'm going to take.
That's
take it.
that's pretty
innovate
fair.
and
That's-
innovate, right?
Yeah, exactly. Innovate, make yourself better. Taco Bell, I think, like most of us, is always striving to, just make itself a little bit better.
And I
every
think,
year.
like the cheesy gordita bunch, when you go to Taco Bell, have no expectation.
Exactly.
It'll be good. It might be bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The interactions you have might be really weird. Yeah.
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show.
Okay. Yeah, well, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Nick Ortiz, and with me, as always, my co-host, Devin Hanley, and, of course, the bacon on this Bacon Club Chalupa, Jordan Cravens Krenek. What up, y'all?
Yeah,
Let's get
what
it.
Up, what up? That's
That's goody.
Jordan just always gets so flat, the best flattery, because I know we're going to start the show here, but I just had the bacon chicken chalupa.
Yeah.
And the bacon on that shit was incredible.
Yeah.
So good for
Damn,
fast food
I
bacon.
gotta go try that shit.
So you should be honored that you wear that title.
The bacon on this Bacon Club Chalupa.
Yeah.
I would say I'm the ranch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I kind of bring it all together.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
you always,
uh,
and you always, you're always there. You're present, and
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
one's gonna miss that flavor. You know?
Exactly. And without it, it would just be a bacon chalupa.
Yeah. And I'm the lettuce, a fresh little crunch.
Might get
No,
you
I'm
sick.
there. Might get you sick.
Always not as fresh as you think it is. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the show. It was a pretty good year. Well, relatively. You know what I mean? Like, last year was a pretty weird year.
Yeah.
Let's put it behind us. It was in the past.
It was a good year for Taco Bell podcast that include
true.
us.
It was a good year for Bell Nation in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we did lose the potatoes, which was a
RIP.
bunch of
But they're
bullshit. But
They're coming back.
They're coming
coming
back.
back.
They're coming back.
They're
coming
coming
back in
back.
a big way. Yeah. So I think we should bring some positivity into the new year.
Absolutely.
There's so many great things happening. There's so many great items, Taco Bell items that are going to come out this year. I hear the triple deck cheese. Was it the triple deck Crunchwrap Supreme is coming back? Yeah.
3 stories.
Yeah. They got some more. They got
There's
some more.
levels to that one.
Hey.
Levels to
Big
this,
facts, sir. They got a bunch of stuff happening this year. So in that positivity, I think we should talk about some of our resolutions. we have.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think this time of year is always important for people to reflect and think about what they want to do, what they want to change moving forward. Now, I think you can have many New Year's resolutions.
Yeah. No, you totally can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 types of resolutions. I have my own personal resolution, and then I have my one Taco Bell resolution.
Well, mine are both Taco Bell resolutions.
Well,
But-
the ones I'm sharing today are totally going to be just Taco Bell resolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think my first resolution is going to be to, no matter what, always get a Baja Blast. You know what I mean? You got to enhance your experience. Every time I go to Taco Bell, I want to make sure it's the best possible experience I can absolutely have. So you can't have it without a Baja Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta it's designed to chase
Exactly.
your Taco Bell food.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this so many times, but it is
Chemically engineered.
It is part of the experience. Like
Yes.
it is, you have to have that to
It's
really
like
understand what it's supposed to.
if you went to
taste
Disneyland and you didn't see Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel
what the
that.
fuck? What the hell's going on here? What kind of dump is this?
Yeah.
That's the power of the Baja Blast.
That is the power of
Yeah,
Baja
that's
Blast.
power.
And so my second resolution is going to be, no matter what, throw some spicy ranch on that bad boy.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if I'm having a quesadilla, a cheesy roll up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let me get some spicy
Now,
ranch
how
on that.
often are we talking? Every time.
Every time.
Every
He's
time.
saying every time.
Every time I go
on every item.
on every item,
What about
probably
it?
except nacho fries.
I think you're gonna-
maybe nacho fries. I
think
don't know.
I feel like that you're gonna get exhausted by.
I feel that way too, and I honestly feel that way about Baja Blast too, because
Uh-oh.
we go to Taco Bell pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yes.
And I mean, I were you giving up soda? You were off soda for a while, right?
No, God, no.
Okay. Okay. Was I?
Nora was
That's
off.
Nora,
Okay,
yeah,
no, all
Nora.
right, that's right.
Yeah,
Nora was
yeah,
off
me,
soda. but-
no.
I saw her thinking about the Coke. Good for her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a Coke. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we did on New Year's. is
Okay.
Nora had a Coke on New Year's. It was
Yeah.
really
Hey,
good.
It was her
Congrat-
first one in 4 years, right?
Congrats.
First one in
Congratulations.
4 years. That is the dedication I wish I had for stuff.
She was so happy. You could see it in her face.
Oh
when
yeah,
the picture
every
she
time we
posted.
go to the movie theater, she'll like smell my Coke. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Whoa, that's
Wow.
She's sick.
Fiend.
She's
Coke,
sick.
Coke sniffer.
Yeah, Coke
Yeah.
sniffer.
Sniff a little Coke. Sniff a little Coke off of the movie seats.
Coke sniffer.
So yeah, those are my 2 resolutions, and so
Yeah. So I you know what? It's been a long year. Some friction between me and Taco Bell, which I really want to end today. My first resolution is to be more adventurous this year. I've been such a staunch ambassador of the cheesy Gordita Crunch and the Chalupa that I've literally overlooked a huge portion of Taco Bell's menu.
yeah.
There's things on there that I have never tried before. So starting this year, I'm going to diversify my Taco Bell orders. I'm going to try different things, order from different parts of the menu.
That's
you
great.
Should try,
considered
you should
that.
try the
I considered that.
vegetarian, some of the vegetarian items, just out of pure curiosity. Because
Well, he will
I
now.
want
They're
to know.
good.
I want to know. I want the whole thing. I want to go around the world, the Taco Bell world.
And
I want to
if
go
you-
around Bell Nation in one night like Taco Bell Santa Claus did.
And people don't know this about Devin, but he actually doesn't venture out of, I would say, out of the norm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're pretty much a creature of habit.
There's things that I like what I like. And like I said, I have a few items, and I've talked about this in the show before, a few items that I really stick to and come back to. But I'm going to try to be different this year. I'm going to really try to think outside of the bun.
Hey.
All right, now here comes a little bit more of my personal. I'm going to be much more assertive about getting the right food. Because as the listeners of this, because
you live on fucking Riverside.
Yeah, as the listeners of this show know, I live on Riverside, which
in Austin, Texas.
In Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
The Riverside Taco Bell is not the greatest operating franchise in town. Let's just say that.
No, it's not.
And
might not
one
be
on
not,
Brody and William.
and
might not be like the boys in California over there, but
Oh, yeah.
but
and
Colton.
and multiple
Colton,
times this
California.
year I received the wrong food. And
Our last episode, you even didn't get an item. Two items.
Yeah.
consecutive
and
days
those are my presents for Jordan. Can you believe they would do that to Jordan on Christmas? Can you fucking believe that? Anyway, I'm looking at you, Riverside Taco Bell. But next time you all fuck up my order, I'm not gonna just steam off. I'm not gonna drive. I'll drive angry like that, or like that movie. Drive Angry? Was that a movie?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
I
about.
don't know what yeah. Drive.
You know
okay.
that movie? Drive Angry. Fly
Is it-
Angry.
No, what's it called? Drive. I thought it was called Drive Angry.
Never heard of it. They got
You
an
mean
IG.
Fast and Furious?
No, that's not it. No.
That's
That's
and
driving
Furious.
and
That's
angry.
driving
Yeah,
Either way,
that's hilarious.
if,
Nah, bro, I
if,
never.
if I'm done wrong again, I'm getting in my car. I'm coming back through the drive-through, and I'm telling you what's up, and I'm getting the right fucking food.
I may not use my real name,
I may
and
not
I
use.
may have my mask on where you can't see my face.
And I'm gonna apologize and say please a bunch, but you're gonna hear it from me.
I mean, you also could just check your bag before you leave.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is I'm gonna check my bag, and if the right food is not in there, I'm not gonna call it a wash.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But you should check the bag before you go.
Yeah.
before you guys
Yeah.
sit down.
Yeah. Matter of fact, don't even leave the fucking
You know what?
window.
This is his resolution.
This is my resolution. Why are you
If he
hijacking my
doesn't wanna
resolution?
look in the bag,
Okay,
I don't
well,
tell
you
you
know
how much eggnog to drink.
All right. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I got two.
Good resolutions, PT Dubs.
I got two. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. So thank you, Dave. All right, so my first resolution.
Make me
for
sound
the
like
new
I have
year-
a resolution.
Like I didn't just come up with it.
So my first resolution is going to be I'm going to use the app more because I pretty much have only downloaded it, got my free Doritos Locos, and not touched it since. So I know. I got to be better.
But he's using that Chick-fil-A app
Yeah.
every week.
Hey, but I'm pretty close. I just locked in another year of silver status on that
God,
joint.
Yes,
God.
yes.
Jesus.
Hey, I can gift sandwiches
No
to people.
thanks.
That's no thanks. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for sure. I'm gonna use the app more. I'm gonna get some points here. I'm gonna be gifting Taco Bell to all the good boys and girls in Bell Nation.
Oh yeah.
So if you wake up in the morning and there's a chalupa on your doorstep, it was Jordan. Just
Yeah,
You're-
know it's
you're
Jordan
welcome.
because it
You're
comes with
welcome.
a
Love.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
That's the first thing. I'm gonna use the app more. I'm gonna build some points. We're
Okay.
We're gonna me and the old app. We're gonna be
That's
boys.
a good resolution.
Secondly, what I'm gonna do, the Taco Bell that I go to that's nearest me is this one down here on Palmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make best friends with somebody at that fucking Taco Bell.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Yeah,
best
you got
friends with somebody at that Taco
like
Bell.
a customer or somebody who works there?
Well, I mean, I'd have to like.
Yeah. Be friends with some random guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just sit down with
someone who works there, preferably the manager. I gotta get some perks out of
just
this
sit down with
relationship here,
sit down with somebody in the restaurant, no mask, and just be like, "Hey, friend."
No, it's only drive-through these days, but it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm gonna make friends with somebody. I'm gonna call them by name.
That's what I do every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna develop a strong relationship with my neighborhood Taco Bell.
Met a new friend. His name is Darius.
See if you can
there
get
he
those. See if you can get those free cinnamon twists.
Cinnamon
like Nick,
twists
like
on
Nick
Hey,
deck,
had.
I know
baby.
you're hating. All right.
I'm just saying that's like out of all the things to get at Taco Bell for free, those are.
Sneak.
But wait. What did you say? For free? Okay. Like you have to pay for cinnamon sticks, and I feel sorry for you.
Cinnamon
Okay, because
twists.
whatever. See, I don't even care what they're called, and I get them for free. All right, you have to pay. Remember that.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be big time. I mean, but even free stuff's important. Free stuff's. Maybe
Sure.
maybe I'll get a little bit of some special Verde sauce. That's not the real one, but it's just something they put together for me because they know I'm gonna ask for it every
Just, I'd
time.
be like,
Diablo and
Yeah, they just take up some Devin's lettuce and just
I
fucking make some
really,
green
I really
Verde sauce out of
appreciate.
it.
I really appreciate the cinnamon twist, but how about hooking Daddy up with a steak quesadilla? Huh? How about it? We're buds. We're friends. Come on. This is what friends do for each other.
Imagine
Maybe
Jordan's
like some
friend.
chips and
What do you think? I
taquito.
come here every day just for Taco Bell? It's about the people.
Imagine Jordan. Jordan makes a friend from this Taco Bell. Then they listen to this part, and where Jordan says, "I want to be friends with him, so I, get something out of it for free."
It's pretty soon, like within the next year, they're just going to be like crashing here. There's going to be like 4 more people from Taco Bell.
Yeah, it turns into it turns into a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
And
go.
it gets real theatrical.
They're all hanging
Yeah.
out here. They're like, "Hey, Jordan, can I borrow a pair of sneakers to wear to work?" You're like, I guess so.
Oh no, but those are some good resolutions.
It's gonna
And
be a
I
good
think,
year.
As I say, it's gonna be a great year.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know,
no expectations, of course.
You go ahead and set no expectations. All right, my
You just said-
expectations very low. All right, I said the best thing is to not expect anything, but
Okay.
even better, have very low expectations, like I did with Wonder Woman 1984. Boom! I was fucking super happy with it. Yeah, I was
I
like,
mean,
wow,
that's-
this is a good movie.
Oh,
There's
that's
definitely
so
something
funny.
to be said about that philosophy. you
No,
know?
no, it's true. Another really good example is Tropic Thunder. I thought that
Hold
movie.
up, Tropic Thunder's amazing.
No, I thought
Oh,
it was
okay.
going to be total trash. And then I watched it and I was like, this movie's hilarious.
Yes.
And like, it was
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
Yeah. So I think we should talk about today's episode.
Yeah.
So on today's episode, we are talking about the rebranding of Taco Bell. We're talking the logo.
Yep.
How the logo's evolved from 1962 to present. Some of the really poor choices that they've made with those with the logos, and
Surprising.
of course the really awesome good choices.
Yeah.
Now,
So we're basically going to be jumping in the Taco Bell time machine today and going
Yeah.
all the way
Yeah.
back to the very beginning.
And
I'll take my
please-
25-cent taco, please.
Right. And please go back to go to our Instagram page, Cheesy Gordita Bunch. I think there's an underscore at the end.
Yeah, but if you look
Cheesy-
up Cheesy Gordita Bunch, we should
Yeah,
be
we'll
up
be
there.
we'll like the first one. So we have a meme page, and quite frankly, it's hilarious. Okay, we do a great job putting
Yeah.
those together. They're fantastic, and they're really funny. But on that page, we will be posting all the logos in
Yes.
in a multiple slideshow, basically kind of form.
So
So
you have your device on you right now.
Yeah,
Follow-
definitely.
Follow along.
Yeah.
Follow along,
Skim along with us.
And also let us know which one of those is your favorite.
Yeah.
Which one sticks out to you the most? What if you have an old school Taco Bell shirt? You know what I mean? Like, let us know. We want to hear which your favorite logo is. So yeah, follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. We're also going to place a link in the description of the episode. If you go to that link, it'll have all of our social media on there. Follow us, follow along. So yeah, 1962, back on March 21st, 1962, Taco Titan Glenn Bell opened up the first Taco Bell in Downey, California. The story as old as time. And the logo that he had over numero uno, that's what they call the first store, if you're not in the know, they had 2 different elements. Okay, so there was the name in a colorful, blocky, watermark, and had like a really festive sombrero and a bell sign. Now, the color palette of this blocky logo consisted of burgundy, green, yellow, orange, all reflecting the passion, energy, and variety of ingredients that Taco Bell is known for and that it offers its customers. And I would say it's honestly the most fun looking. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
definitely the most festive, and I don't want to say most Hispanic because that feels like kind of like weird.
yeah, I feel
But
you.
it is definitely the most festive Taco Bell logo.
It's very interesting because they definitely
Festive's a good word.
out of all of them, it's the least logo-ish. It's the least
Because it's ugly as fuck.
yeah. it definitely looks like something that was made in the early 60s.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's nothing compared to like the production and stuff that
Yeah.
people put together today. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
So,
for sure.
so my,
So
my,
it's-
my qualm with this is the description that the colors of the logo are supposed to reflect the high quality ingredients that are used. So, what is that horrible hunter green color supposed to represent? Is that supposed to be
easily the
lettuce? The lettuce or the guacamole? Either
Maybe-
way,
maybe
lettuce.
the guac, maybe some green onion. I don't
yeah,
know.
but none of those things are that shade of green.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So
But you gotta
that's
have you gotta have some contrast.
that was
you know?
that was my immediate takeaway from this was it didn't make me crave Taco Bell. The colors
For
of
sure.
here don't necessarily to me say they don't make me hungry.
But yeah, so that was that was their logo from 1962 to 1972. So it was for over a decade. This was their logo. I think it really lacked sophistication.
Yes, I was going to say that
It looks like somebody made it off of Sesame Street.
It looks like a toy store. It looks like a logo for like a toy store is what it reminds me of.
No,
I don't know. I think
for sure.
I think back then maybe you gotta like really try to.
But do you need to diversify, like, or like make
yourself?
make yourself look different when it's only McDonald's?
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know.
I don't know,
what I mean?
but I was going to say that McDonald's did such a good job of appealing to like marketing to like a younger crowd with the Happy Meal and stuff. I wonder if this is sort of a take on that. Are they?
I highly doubt it because Happy Meal wasn't like made until like the 80s.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I think this was just Glenn Bell, like, we need a fucking logo. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's make this work. I really tried to deep dive and see who made it. If it was Glenn Bell who, like, was sketching up these designs. You know what I mean? I couldn't find anything. But it's surprising that they had kept it for that long. 10 whole years.
Yeah.
And so I think let's just move on to our next.
Yeah, for sure.
Our next logo. So this logo was the logo from 1972 to 1985, and it got rid of the old, blocky, design, and it brought a new style to Taco Bell, a visual style that they were really trying to what's the word? They essentially got rid of all the color.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They tried to simplify it, make it more kind of sophisticated.
Exactly. Yeah, the new logo, it boasted a sleek brown monochrome logo. It was all in caps. The font, it had elongated bold lines, diagonal cuts, a small sharp serif. I learned that word.
Nice job.
Yeah, and I actually really like this font. I like the font because it reminds me of an old Western.
See, okay, I was going to say the same thing. I got to be honest, though. Out of all of them, this is my least favorite.
Really?
It's boring. It is boring.
It's very kind of like foreboding. It looks like a I don't know. To me it kind of like reminds me of like Dracula's castle or something. I'm surprised that they just that they went for 20 years without having any sort of Bell logo. That to me is really interesting. That
well, it's 13, but yeah. It is the second.
Yeah.
It's the second longest that the logo that like it's the longest that had the
well,
second
no, hold
longest
on.
duration.
I mean, from 62 to 1985, they didn't have.
No, that's not true. So in '62, they had the sombrero.
Oh,
with,
I'm sorry.
With the bell.
I missed that. Yep, you're right.
No worries. But yeah, in this particular logo, they didn't have any bell, so it is kind of weird.
But I feel you on that. I think, I mean.
13 years without a bell?
Yeah, you'll see the other ones. But I don't know. I kind of like it.
I like it a lot.
It also has to do with like what way was it arranged? Like when you drove up to a Taco Bell, like how did this interact with the color scheme in the restaurants?
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like
so one of the things with Taco Bell, especially in this era, is it was created in the 60s, but it still had a 50s aesthetic. You know what I mean? It had like
Chick-fil-A.
arches. No, that's mindset. 1950s mindset. No, it was like yellow. It had like the mission style. You guys understand? You guys know what that is? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mission style. So it was kind of weird.
Like
but
the Alamo type shit.
Like the Alamo type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it does kind of fit with the aesthetic of what the restaurants were looking like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's nice. I think I actually think that this logo for this time period is ahead of its time. My opinion. Yeah, I think this would have fit even better in the 90s.
Minimalistic.
Yeah, I think this would have fit even better in the 90s, maybe even early 2000s, like definitely early 2000s. But
really?
They made it happen in the 70s and 80s here.
Yeah, no, I don't ever see any merch with just this on it. Same with the original Taco Bell logos. I don't ever see merch with the original logo or this logo at all. And I would like to see some. I think it'd be cool. It's like the Padres. You guys know who the San Diego Padres are?
Never heard of them.
They got IG.
They got IG.
They wear brown, white, and yellow back in the day.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking dope to have like a brown,
I feel that.
I mean, so that makes me think
some of that throwback shit.
That's
which
really interesting.
I feel that.
Was Taco Bell like I'm because I've never seen a Taco Bell shirt from any time before the 1990s.
Yeah.
So
Same.
I'm just thinking of like, was Taco Bell even at a place where they were doing that kind of huge marketing?
No, they weren't. If you go and listen back to our old episode, they weren't bought by Pepsi until 1978. You know what I mean? So this was like a time where they were building their brand and making sure they can open up stores and expanding. Because as we move on, we'll see that the colors.
I can't wait to talk about the next one.
Yeah. Well, so with McDonald's and Burger King, a lot of their colors are primary bold colors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taco Bell at that time, they didn't have that. They had fucking brown.
Mm-hmm.
And like that black on the just the black for the
Yeah.
logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
So there was a really big difference in the aesthetic at the time.
Well, let's put that out to Bell Nation. If there's anybody out there in Bell Nation who has any memorabilia from Taco Bell pre-1975, please let us know.
Yeah, take a picture, tag us in it on Instagram, and if you want to sell it, as long as it's not $400, let me know. So
taking orders at $3.95 though.
yeah. So our next logo. Excuse me, that was the logo until 1985. So 13 years it stayed that style. It was a little on the boring side, but it stayed bell-less. Now, in 1985, they changed that, it actually, I feel like it kind of, back to what you said, Devin, you know what I mean? Like, it's the font, it's almost a similar font, but instead, now they have a bell, and now they got some colors on it.
But I like it. I want to.
This is my favorite.
Really?
Taco
This
Bell
one's your
logo.
favorite?
That's my favorite. Mainly because when I think back on like when I was a kid, you know, in the 90s, this is what Taco Bells looked like before they got the purple, like the purple and white kind of makeover in the stores. This is what these were the colors and that the brand represented.
So
yes,
old.
it was.
Yeah.
No,
So
I remember that.
I
shit
don't remember
too.
this shit at all, dude.
I remember that.
I was born in '93. The logo wasn't until
Well, but no, but
94.
even after that logo stopped, there was still
I was
Taco
gonna say
Bells.
the Taco Bell I used to go to when I was a kid, it still had that logo until like maybe like 2000.
Yep. Yep.
Damn.
And
Yeah.
only on the outside. The insides changed. The inside
Really?
of the stores that I used to go to in Connecticut changed, but the outside.
Did you imagine being like you run a franchise? They're like, we're changing the logos. You're like, oh, I ain't paying for that shit.
but
Well,
I
we'll
ain't paying
actually
for
talk about that. We'll talk about this that in this because
all right.
as we go further along, you'll see people actually kind of feel that way.
but I consider like 1985 to 1994 was definitely like a golden era for Taco Bell.
You were in high school. Your hair was long.
Man, yeah.
I like this one a lot. It's not my favorite, but I do like this one. I like the font better. I just feel like it flows with the thing here. The colors are kind of nice. It gives me like, I don't know, like a kind of like a desert vibe. Like, I don't know, like the Arizona, New Mexico kind of feel, California.
For sure, Southwest.
Yeah, the Southwest. Yeah, kind of Southwest vibe. But what the color scheme with the stripes here, it just reminds me of like fucking Uncle Rico's shirt from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Napoleon
Yeah,
Dynamite.
Yeah, from Napoleon Dynamite. I'm like, this is just like, I can see it now, you know? And it was just like that color scheme and that like kind of design, it fit in, but it also like it was Taco Bell.
Let
they
me
ran
just
it,
give
you know?
Bell Nation some context. We're talking about the iconic red, yellow, green, inside of the bell with it's like kind of an arch with a horizon in the back, with the orange bars and the background's red.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of our listeners, considering their age, will remember this one. It had Taco Bell in like dark brownish black bold letters. It was stylized, pretty similar to the 1972 Taco Bell logo.
But still completely different.
Yeah, completely different. Now this version of the
remnants,
logo was used by Big Bell for almost 10 years. About 9 years. And they actually had come up with a secondary version. And this is another version we're probably all more familiar with. It was created in 1992. It also had that's when they like kind of started bringing into the 90s. Do you guys remember those 90s Taco Bells?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
one with the squiggly lines and triangles everywhere?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of when they started bringing that style to the Taco Bell because they wanted to become more Americanized.
So after 1985, Taco Bell just went straight for the bell. Like the Bell logo
became
never
like
left
the center point.
Yes.
Yeah,
after 1985.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was McDonald's has the golden arches, Burger King has the crown, Taco Bell has the bell.
The bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Somebody out there
And
has
Devin
somebody
got the
out there.
bong.
somebody out there has the Xbox that goes bong when you turn it on.
Yeah, but they really wanted to, get out of the Latin, like trying to being associated with Latin American culture.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Because
for sure. I
they
it
were
too.
like, listen, we know that these are not like
Like the
at
people that eat at
all-
Taco Bell.
Yeah, these are not at all similar to
come to Taco
Mexican
Bell
food
for-
that you've had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't come to Taco Bell for real Mexican food. I guess,
No,
but-
no. And so in 1992, they brought out this new logo. I would say it's really different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Considering the other logos, it actually brought some color into their brand.
The tone change is big time. The purple, yeah. I wonder what inspired the purple, but like, they still like kind of led with the like vintage feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it still like has that vintage kind of feel with the like you can tell the building is supposed to have age.
Yeah,
on the
because of the lines,
lines,
stress
yeah,
lines.
exactly. But yeah, I mean the font still works for me. Like it's the same font actually from the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But the colors are different now. The bell kind of like really ends up like having that forefront there, and it gets that the thing in the middle there is golden. The little
Yeah. So what color bell do you think that is?
Pink.
no, that's not pink. It's like a fucking burnt orange, bro, or
So
something.
it is a pink bell. Yeah.
Fuck, that was really
so,
I lost really fast. Like I was really
Just-
wrong really quick.
So this logo, if you don't know what we're talking about, it is 1992 through 1994. It's their secondary logo. It has the iconic pink bell with a purple backdrop with purple Taco Bell lettering. And this is also one that I remember a lot.
I got to be honest. If you had showed me that right now and said that was the current Taco Bell logo, I would have believed you. I could have believed you.
It does have that timeless feel, and I think that's what they were going for by switching away those brown colors.
Yeah.
Is they're trying to go for something more not only aesthetically pleasing, but looking at the progress that they're going to have. Because this is the first logo
God.
that they introduced, that pink bell.
It just does not
the
fucking
purple.
look pink, but whatever.
Now, but this logo was an indication of what was to come after 1994. Because if we move into 1994,
This is the one that
this is the one. Okay,
this I
is
get the nostalgia feel from looking at this one. Like I
from
genuinely
back in 2016.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so the logo from 1994 to 2016 is
22 years. Is that 22 years? Yeah,
Yeah.
22 years.
It's the one we still see.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the Taco Bell in Riverside, the Taco Bell I go to, all of them still carry that exact same logo
On the outside, right?
on the outside.
Yeah.
So there must be something like I think it's so weird when big corporations and big companies will like test things that are so kind of subtle that people don't think about.
Yeah.
There must be something with that color combination of like pink and purple that made people want to eat at Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there must be something in that color combination that they saw as lucrative.
I do think that it was just standing out more.
See, this one is
That's what I
definitely
think it was.
more
It was
pink.
standing out more.
It's magenta.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair to say. Now, this logo was introduced in 1994, April of 1994, when Taco Bell hired Lippincott. Now, Lippincott Lippincott was kind of a humongous deal. They were a big company, and they've designed some of the most iconic, logos in marketing,
Okay.
like the Campbell's red and white soup can.
Classic.
Mm.
They designed the Betty Crocker spoon,
Holy shit.
the
okay.
General Mills G.
You got to be
Okay.
fucking kidding me.
Yeah. Several variants of the Coca-Cola logo.
Whew.
And, of course, the big, beautiful bell
Oh yeah.
outside of all of our Taco Bells now.
Wow.
Yeah, they did all that. And I love this logo.
Yeah.
Not only is it the one that I've seen the most because it's been out majority of my life,
Yeah.
but like all the Taco Bell merch I have has this logo on it. Do you remember in the commercials at the very end of some of the commercials, it would be an animated bong that would bong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was that bell.
It was yeah.
Mhm.
And
It was
this
that
one,
bell.
when I look at this one, I truly like when I look at it. It takes me back to the Taco Bell
Well-
at Lamar and Renberg where I grew up. Seriously, it takes me
Staple
right there.
of the community.
Staple.
Well,
Yeah,
think-
seriously, but like this logo, it is like etched into my fucking brain like a motherfucker. I mean, we grew up on this shit, you know what I mean? So this was the one for me, but also like it this is where I learned my first Spanish words. You know, was right here with
Well-
this beautiful logo.
Well, I think that it's interesting when we talk about the history of Taco Bell and how this was the era where Taco Bell was big money, big
Yeah.
business. This is when, 1994
And
to,
you can see
to
it in the
2000
logo.
Yeah,
You
1994
can see it in the logo.
2016 I would want to say was probably like the most profitable when Taco Bell was just on a whole new other level. They had the Star Wars franchises. They had all this stuff going for them.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people our age are just going to associate this era of Taco Bell with like remembering all that cool shit from when we were kids.
No, for sure. And actually, one thing I did forget to mention with that logo from 1992 to 1994, that was the logo that was on even the prepackaged like stuff you'd buy in the store, even into like 1994, 1995. So it was like really.
They just had like sauce packets from 3 years ago, just reusing them motherfuckers.
I don't know, but yeah. So this logo, it was their logo for 22 years, and we're talking about the really bold pink bell, the yellow clapper. I did have to look that up.
Yellow clapper.
Yeah, that's the the
Oh, it-
dongle.
Oh, that's called a clapper?
It's called a clapper. Yeah, yeah. I looked that up.
That's hilarious.
Right?
I would have never called it a clapper.
I do,
or
yeah.
guess,
Yeah, and then of course their purple bluish arch in the backdrop. I don't know what color that is either. It looks like it's maybe purple. It looks like it also can be blue.
That's purple.
You're talking about the 2004, the 2016 logo, the 94 to Okay, yeah. I don't know,
That's
man.
like purplish
it's
blue,
like
right?
it's like a violet, like it's like a blue.
I see green.
Okay, Drake.
But yeah, no, this is I mean, it's like a violet. It's pretty blue, bro. It's pretty blue. But like even because if we're gonna look at the next one in a minute, that one's 1000% purple, right?
Yes.
This one's much more blue, and yeah, I mean, I like I don't know, but I see a little purple in there, you know. Yeah, that's why I say violet.
So
Yeah.
so the Taco Bell is like it's supposed to be. I always interpreted this as it's like swinging in the belfry of some some tower, some Taco Bell
Yeah.
tower, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly it. That's why the clapper is up against the wall of the bell.
Clapping.
Yeah, it's a clapping.
Clapping against the wall.
But this is the one that everyone knows, and despite the logo change in 2016, it's still used today in almost every restaurant.
Yeah.
That makes sense because this one is
Whether
this
it's
one is still new looking.
franchised, yeah, whether it's a franchisee or a corporate store, that logo is still out in front.
Yeah.
I think
wonder.
it's just gone so big with the commercials now, right? So like this is maybe that's why this one like is so present now, but it doesn't have the same like. I mean, this one was around for 22
Yeah,
years.
I was gonna
right?
say we're still in the beginning stages. I feel like where there's probably Taco Bells that are rebranding or have plans to rebrand their stores.
Oh, for sure.
But
Because
just haven't
they have
happened yet.
they have those new what are those new mobile stores that they're going to be opening up.
Oh
Oh, yeah,
that,
for the,
that will have the new different logo
for the rapid buyers.
Yeah, exactly. For the people on the go.
Yeah.
All right.
So that being said, let's move on to this last one.
Yeah, so in 2016, to coincide with their flagship Cantina restaurant in Las Vegas, Big Bell introduced a new revamped version of the logo November 14th, 2016. This massive change to that logo design stripped away all of the colors, stripped away the detail in the bell, and they gave us a really minimalistic approach to the logo. Now, the font on the logo, it's actually like really boring.
Yeah.
But I think it's perfect though.
I got a hot take on this one. What I want to say to Taco Bell is, what the fuck? Why did you take all of the fucking fun out of your logo? That's how I feel about this logo. It's so cold and sterile.
It is sterile. I would definitely agree with that.
Sterile.
It doesn't fit what Taco Bell is all about. It doesn't say
no.
like
he's right. Look at the difference between the logos. Look at the 2016 and then swipe over to the new present logo. It's just so different. There's no detail in the bell. No shine off
I don't
of
know,
it.
man. That's kind of my style.
But
that's kind of my style, though. I think that's why I like it, because I'm much more of a person.
I know we're sitting in your apartment,
but
walls.
But I just feel like somebody who this appeals to is going to be like, oh, this is a very, very serious looking restaurant. I'll get the double chalupa crunch wrap supreme with the Doritos Locos taco. Like, it doesn't fit the aesthetic.
I don't know.
I
think it's like this. Like everything's so modern these days. You know, like these big companies, like they have to like appeal to like more people, and they got to keep up with other groups. Like,
though I do agree with you when you say that it is boring. The good thing about this logo is it can be adapted to match any print. And as we can see with Taco Bell, and just go to their Instagram. You go to their Instagram, that logo is perfectly minimalistic because it's on every fucking thing and it has a bunch of different prints. So I think that's what their approach is to it. You know, like, okay, let's look for something modern. Let's look for something minimalistic. Let's look for something a little more sleek, but that we can also make a bunch of fucking alternative versions of.
Yeah, I mean, he's right about that, because they do still, like, you'll notice it here and there on certain things that they put out. Like, you'll like see some real vivid.
You'll feel a little bit of the pizzazz sometimes.
Yeah, you'll feel some of that those like magentas and pinks will like pop in there on those purples and stuff. Like you know.
But I do agree with you.
Adaptable.
If I wanted to go to a fucking art museum,
yeah, seriously,
you know what I mean, I would have gone to one instead of gone to a Taco Bell. But see, look, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't do that with the original logo. There's just, I'm sorry, I'm showing him Instagram pictures. Showing Devin. There's just, it's more adaptable. You can do better stuff with it.
Right.
Because it's also not locked into that same color palette.
Which is an advantage in the marketing, because you can do more. You can, you know, a lot of the neon stuff is really like hot right now. So like they're taking that logo and, you know, putting neon features to it, and that makes it like I said,
it stands
adaptable.
out.
Yeah, it stands out, and they can make it really unique. I get it. It sucks to you, but
yeah.
I mean, I also like it does flow with like the commercials they're putting out.
Yeah, and let's just talk about like the reason why I know that Devin wouldn't like it is because Devin's wearing Mr. Burns on his socks. You know what I mean? They're colorful socks, and he has a Kiss mask on. So I completely understand where you're coming from, because it doesn't fit like the good nostalgic like sentiment that we all want to have.
That retro
but we're
feel,
we're talking about Taco Bell, a company that changes its fucking mind on a dime. You know what I mean? And is always looking into the future. Mm-hmm. You know, so I think this is on par with what they are eventually will become. But I do agree with you. It's not that fun.
Yeah. Fair enough. No, I understand. And like I said, you know, Taco Bell, it is about their vision. For me, it's just like, it's like watching a trailer. You ever watch a trailer for a movie and then you go and see the movie and it's nothing like the trailer was? That's what I feel like this is like. People see that sign, and if you've never been
so true,
if you've never been to a Taco Bell before and you see this sign, you're not necessarily sure what you're rolling up to.
But it did coincide with a cantina. And a cantina is essentially a bar. You know what I mean? So
you can call it a bar. I call it a Taco Bell you get fucked up in.
Yeah, so I see the design they were going for, just because it was with a cantina restaurant. So I don't know. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I do like it. I think but I mean, you know, with all these logos, I think they understand some of the history. I mean, like, even if you look on the Instagram, you know, there's this. They posted a picture of this girl who like put this on her face. This is the This is the 94 to 2016 logo, right? Yeah. So I think they appreciate where they come from. I think.
Is that a real tattoo?
Is that a real?
Yeah, we should get Taco Bell tattoos.
Yeah, you see Jordan sitting down at a fucking get a Taco Bell tattoo,
neck tattoo.
Hey, they even posted a picture.
We had to bribe this man into getting the app.
They even had a photo of the old one with the logo.
It.
Yeah, so I was just saying.
No, I know.
But yeah, like this is. I mean, you know, it's good stuff.
Yeah, and this is another logo that they collaborated with Lippincott. Like, the biggest difference is, instead of having that marketing company just do the logo, Taco Bell's own internal designers worked with that company to come up with this logo.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, even if you look at the bag has 3 or 4 different logos on it right now. Yeah. And they're different colors. Flip it around. Yeah. Oh, that one doesn't have it. But some of the bags are like, some of them are blue. You know what I mean? And like.
Yeah.
Oh well. Those
I wonder if our audience thinks we just are sitting in a room full of Taco Bell bags.
Actually, normally we are.
We are.
Yeah.
We kind of are.
To be fair,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
So-
it's a really simple logo.
So I think what we've learned today or what I've learned today on this entire journey is that Taco Bell is still evolving. Taco Bell is
Yeah.
still changing.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that they went for 20 years without even having a Bell logo makes me like really interested to see what it's going to look like in the next 20 years.
Yeah, and I think to me it says just on that point is like how bold they're willing to be. You know, how they're willing to change their logo and strip away what people thought they were to just try to pave their own way for fresher ingredients, for newer items. You know what I mean? I think that they're always thinking about how they can improve Taco Bell, and I think I can appreciate that.
Me too. Me When I think about some of these logos, it also reminds me that things have to change. You know,
All we
Th-
are is
change
all we
is
are
always
is dust in the
happening.
wind.
Hell yeah, baby!
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, change is always happening, and
Yeah.
we're changing into a new year, and hopefully some new things. We got some resolutions here we got to stick to.
Yeah, and I think one thing Bell Nation should leave in 2020 is saying Taco Bell took away my item. Let's start a petition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, because the only reason why I say that is because if we've seen anything, and I think we just hit on this point, is that Taco Bell is always evolving. Taco Bell is always, they have their feet moving at all times. You know, they have another plan or something new they're rolling out. And I think that if we have enough faith in Taco Bell, they'll provide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll provide something tasty. They'll provide something good, or they'll provide good content along the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think in 2020, leave that shit back there. 2021, let's have a good time.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and let's get some potatoes.
Yeah, let's get some fucking
Let's get those potatoes
potatoes back
back.
here, okay? So here we are at today's the end of today's episode. So here we are today's
Episode.
I fucking hate myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
It's pronounced episode.
So thank you for listening to today's episode. I'm your host, Nick Ortiz. Please like, share, and subscribe to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Of course, follow us on Spotify, on Google Podcasts now.
Google Podcasts,
Woo!
OnlyFans,
Stitcher,
MySpace.
Spotify. Like us, share to your friends. We did just put up a trailer of the last 10 episodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude!
Yeah.
If any of you haven't seen the trailer yet, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and if
please
you're having a
share
hard
it.
time telling your friends what we do besides saying we're a Taco Bell podcast, send that trailer to them.
Yeah.
Bro, all you have to do, hit the little ribbon on the right side if you're on Instagram.
Share that
and then-
B-boy.
And now you've got it saved, so you've got immediate access at all times.
Yeah.
And then all you do, you just share that bad boy to
Yeah.
every person you know, and that's all we're asking.
That's all we're
nothing's
asking.
crazy.
And we don't need to tell you again, please, if you like the show, if you've been listening to the show, please leave us a review. Those of you who have left us reviews, thank you so much. It really helps us.
Yeah, and we have some really fun content coming up this year, and we're excited to share. And just share to your friends, and we're gonna have a great time.
Just keep this bell clapping.
Woo!
Just keep that clapper swinging.
So Jordan, or Devin, you want to say anything?
No. Devin, signing off. Thanks for being here, Bell Nation, and we love you. Happy New Year.
Happy
Yep.
New Year.
Jordan signing off. Follow me on Instagram, your boy 112, YABOI 112, and thanks for listening. We appreciate you. We love you.
We love
This
you.
stuff is fun, and we have fun. I know you do too. So we'll see you next episode. But that's it, man.
Yeah, and next episode we're gonna be talking to some employees.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so we're gonna have some interview questions we're gonna talk to them about.
Oh, boy. We're going to
And-
get the inside scoop.
Yeah, and Bell Nation, if you want us to ask some employees some questions, comment below because we're gonna be posting a status about this. So comment below on that, and or DM us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. But thank you so much. I'm your host. Hey Mark. Hey
Bye.
Jane.
Holla.
Bye.
This show is made possible thanks to listeners like you. For more great Cheesy Gordita Bunch content, follow us on social media, And if you'd like to support the show and hear exclusive bonus content, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/cheesy Gordita bunch.